Hello, Martinsville High School Artesians. Mr. Bell here. Before I say anything further, I want to say how much I enjoy being at Martinsville High School and dealing with you kids, the faculty, staff in this community. I want to talk a little bit about, we've had a big emphasis and want to continue on bullying and just mean things and stuff like that. Wanted to share some information and some thoughts with you, expectations, goals, examples, and that type of thing. And we'll use this for our high school, other schools, adults, kids, and everything like that. You've probably heard the term keyboard warriors, keyboard courage. Don't be one of those people. It's so easy to do when you don't have to work face to face with people. And I made an emphasis on, hey, try to go to the homecoming dance and leave your phone alone as much as possible. Those things, that keyboard courage, that's not a good thing. And words can be forgiven, but they can't be necessarily taken back or erased. So I want you to think about that. Things people think they can get away with and not be accountable for because it's not face-to-face, that's not true. That's wrong. That's just totally wrong. Let me talk about something else that's a form of bullying. Notes and emails and social media and texting that alienate or transmit relational aggression. In other words, the ones in the middle that stir the pot. Repeated acts of that can be considered bullying, and that is one of the most frustrating parts. I don't know why you would want to share mean things with others. I don't know if it's a power thing, being in the middle, and you can do the he said, she said, and go run and tell this person that, tell somebody else that, but that's unacceptable, and that falls under our handbook for disciplinary measures and things like that. Don't be one of the pot stirrers in the middle. A couple other thoughts. Social media is permanent. Words can be forgiven and not taken back. Mention the he said, she said. We talk about that. Some people joke about it, but you don't want to be one of those involved in that. He said, she said, and after so many times you don't know what the facts are and things like that. In the meantime, someone can get hurt. Watch being in the middle of that. All you need to remember, I'll say this again, the golden rule, do unto others as you would have others do unto you. That's all you need to remember. The mean things and this, that, and the other, hurting people, saying terrible things, we know that's wrong. God didn't make you to be that way. I just say, why? Why? No point in it. Never a wrong time to do the right thing, never a right time to do the wrong thing. Remember the golden rule. Just be kind. Never a right time to do the wrong thing or a wrong time to do the right thing. I mentioned that. Let me read you a little bit about bullying. Repeated acts, this is all from the handbook, and this is all Indiana code, which means Indiana law. Repeated acts or gestures, including verbal or written communications, transmitted, physical act, committed, any other behaviors committed by a student or group of students against another student with the intent to harass, ridicule, humiliate, intimidate, or harm the other student. That's the definition. And you notice that didn't make mention of just happening inside these walls. That can be disciplined and taken action and can happen outside of school. If it interferes with school purposes, that's where we really get involved. A little bit more, using violence, force, noise, coercion, threat, intimidation, fear, passive resistance, other comparable conduct constituting or interference with school purposes, or urging other students to engage in such conduct. That's the ones in the middle. Things like blocking entrances or exits, corridors, rooms, deprive others of lawful access, prevention or attempting to prevent by physical act the convening of or continued functioning of any school or educational function or of any lawful meeting or assembly on school property. Intentionally making noise or acting in a manner so as to interfere seriously with the ability of any teacher or any of the other school personnel to conduct the educational function under his or her supervision. assisting, aiding, agreeing, or conspiring with another person to violate these conduct rules, again, the ones in the middle. Knowingly expressing via spoken or written communication to one or more individuals a message about another person that is deemed to be defamation of character, knowing that the communication is false, or making it with reckless disregard as to whether it is false or not. Defamation means a message that tends to injure a person's reputation or to diminish esteem, respect, goodwill, or confidence in the person by others, or to excite derogatory feelings or opinions about the person. Just a little bit more. Other violations. Retaliating against a person who has made a report or filed a complaint. Filing a malicious or knowingly false report or complaint of unlawful harassment. Disregarding, failing to investigate adequately, or delaying investigation of allegations of harassment on our part, your part, when responsibility for reporting and or investigating unlawful harassment charges comprises part of one's supervisory duties. Ourselves, we need your help with that. And then a little bit more. This is straight out of Indiana Code Law, IC 20-33-8-0.2. Bullying, as used in this chapter, bullying means overt, unwanted, repeated acts or gestures, including verbal or written communications or images transmitted in any manner, including digitally or electronically, physical acts committed, aggression, or any other behaviors that are committed by a student or group of students against another student with the intent to harass, ridicule, humiliate, intimidate, or harm the targeted student and create for the targeted student an objectively hostile school environment. What we want for all students is to feel comfortable in this school, want to go to school, things like that. And we're all in this together. Good decisions. There's no place for meanness, stupidity, idiocracy, things like that that harm people. We were put on this world. God put us here to help others. That's what we need to do. Those acts that violate policies and things like that can be disciplined according to out-of-school suspension, expulsion, and things like that. So remember that. I wanted to share and reiterate that with you. That's important here. And as I mentioned earlier, there's just a few things to remember. Just be kind. Remember the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have others do unto you. You do that. You do your part. You help others. You stick up for what's right when others might not be doing it. Then we got nothing to worry about. So we're all in this together. And if you see bad things, hear bad things, or whatever, don't be an innocent bystander. When good people sit back and do nothing, that's when the bad stuff can happen and flourish. We don't want that. We're all in this together. Do your part. Do unto others as you'd have others do unto you. Have a great day, great evening, Martinsville High School, and all those that watch this. Artesians attack. Have a great day.